key. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you. Always can't be. Do you love me? Are you riding? Hey girl, welcome to another episode of the Diligent Mom Diaries. If you're new here, my name is Michelle, and you're like, girl, where you fixing to go? I'm about to go on a field trip, baby. My son's 8th grade class is going to Old Dominion University. Apparently they have a planetarium, so they're going on a little science field trip. I asked my son, I said, baby, are you doing anything like space related in science? He was like, no. I was like, okay, well, whatever, I'll be there. It's also not often that I get to go to my son's school and like really participate or volunteer in anything, because you know, it's the age. It's the age of independence. The kids don't really need us. And I honestly think, well, they don't need us academically. And I honestly think that the teachers like it like that. Because, you know, with elementary schools, you're so involved. You're still such a huge part of shaping the way your child socializes, the way that your child learns. You control really what's going on in the classroom. Just make a request with the teacher and they got it. But in middle school, they very much promote, you know, independent critical thinking, and we love that. But anytime they ask for volunteers, I go. Now tell me why. My son got his permission slip a month ago. Girl, he didn't turn the thing until last week. I said, keep playing. I'm going to the planetarium. I don't care. You can go, you can stay at school, but I'm going. So keep messing around, honey. I'll be there sitting and kicking with your friends while you at school in the 7th grade classroom crying. Wishing you could go. Anyway, child, I'm running late. I'm supposed to be there in 8 minutes. The school is 7 minutes away. I already told y'all about how ghetto it was just getting like scanned in through security and all that. So if there's any amount of other parents coming, I'm gonna be a little late, but it's okay. I think they put 8:30 as like an early warning time, but sometimes we sit for anywhere from like 20 to 30 minutes before we actually leave. I know, because me and Jake volunteered for a job fair that was a couple of months ago. So, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I think I'll be okay. We got to get our groups, and then we got to get, you know, like the names of the students or whatever. Honestly, chaperoning with middle school is so loose. You do a little scan through when the kids get on the bus, and then you do a little scan through when they get back on after the field trip, and then you're done. Like, I'm not policing no 14-year-olds. I'm just not doing it. Not in no open atmosphere where their teachers are available. Baby, I'm really just here to go to the planetarium. Call it what you want. And I'm not gonna hold you. I prefer chaperoning for my son's school over my daughter's school any day. The middle schoolers got it. It's very loose. You know, they know what to do, what not to do. They know where to go, where not to go. It's very few students that cut up, and the ones that do are like grouped off and into a teacher's group. You know, like the teachers know who to look out for and who not to. But with Noah, oh baby, that right there, I feel like I should get an hourly wage when I volunteer for her school, because it's so heavily involved. So I had to start telling the teachers, like, listen, 4 kids or less. I can't do a group of 6 to 8 children. Like, it's not fair to them. It's not fair to me. And I'm honestly just here to hang out with my kids. So if your mom and daddy didn't come, I'm so sorry for you, babe. I can be here in the loosest sense possible, but I'm really just here to chat with my girl and enjoy wherever we're going. I'm sorry. The weekend that just passed was my husband's birthday weekend. I think I told y'all consistently in that vlog that this man was turning 38. I picked up a 3 and an 8 when I went to the grocery store to get candles for his birthday cake. Tell me why when he saw it, he was like, babe, I'm 38. And the way he said it was so facetious. I was like, I don't know. My husband play around a lot. So I'm like, I don't know what you're getting at, sir. Whatever the joke is, just tell me. He was like, girl, there is no joke. I'm 37. I was like, oh. My bad, G. My bad. He was like, you want to be 38 so bad. You called yourself 38 a couple of days ago. And I'm like, maybe I did. Okay? I can't keep up. I'm at the age now where it's like birthdays are... There's been so many of them. I want to keep up, but I have so many birthdays in my life to keep up with. Somebody, mainly my mama, is going to tell me when my birthday is coming up and how old I'm going to be. I'm sorry, I'm relying on other people at this age to tell me how old I am. I am basically a toddler again. Just is what it is. But this weekend, for whatever reason, child, I was just kind of down in the dumps. I had to really force myself to like show up and put on and do things and do them in like an enjoyable manner. It was kind of a summer. And then I had a moment of self-reflection and I realized I broke so many promises to myself last week. I just cannot do that this week. So in this vlog, we're going to be very proactive with keeping promises to ourselves. If you have broken a promise to yourself, girl, get in line first and foremost. Pick yourself up. Don't beat yourself up about it. We're all human. We all gonna fall down somehow, some way. And in me making this huge lifestyle change, like, it's expected, you know? I'm gonna fall down, but long as I don't stay there, that's what matters. So this morning I got up at 3 o'clock. Oh, also I had to stop filming my 3 a.m. morning routines because I was wasting a massive amount of time. I was like, how do I wake up at 3 o'clock and find myself still behind in the afternoon, behind in the mornings, behind in the evenings? Everything just felt like a huge rush, a huge blur, and also something to just get done to check it off of the list. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just put things on a list to check them off. I want to be very intentional with the way that I spend my time, and also I want to be, you know, very in the moment when I do the things. So just because you haven't seen me wake up at 3 a.m. doesn't mean it's not happening, girl. It definitely is. It happened, I think, 4 or 5 times last week. This week I'm looking for like 6 times. And in addition to waking up at 3 a.m. and getting my workouts in, which I did this morning, I'm going to be very intentional about my food. So I think I'm going to start measuring it. I have a scale that I used years and years ago, so I'm not new to that game. You know, I know how that go. Even the food that I probably should be eating a little bit less of, because I need to know what's going in me, I think, to really turn me off to the thing. I even entertained the idea of doing 75 hard, but I'm like, girl, I don't know, because next week is about to blow me. Y'all will find out what's going on in just a little bit. But anyway, girl, I'm pulling up to Gabriel's school now, and I told y'all I got to get through this ghetto ass check-in process. But I'm not going to be filming at the planetarium. I am going to be filming a short, and I'll insert that here. Come with me to chaperone for my son's 8th grade field trip. Because, girl, the second I found out my son was going to the planetarium, I knew I was volunteering. After we got checked in and got on the bus, I said, it absolutely smells like Teen Spirit on here. Did everybody brush their teeth and y'all got deodorant on? I survived that stale air long enough to make it to ODU and take several pictures of my son and his crew. It was certainly giving photographer more than chaperone, but I ain't mad at it. Once we sat down in the planetarium, I said, I wish I would have known this was a job growing up, because this is what I absolutely want to be. Can't nobody tell me you wouldn't have peak mental health working in a dome that's made to imitate the sky. Because, babe, when the lights went out and the galaxy came up, my soul almost left my body. Now, them kids was talking and cracking jokes until this point right here. Once they saw the Milky Way, everybody locked in. Once we all got accustomed to the dome, this man was fast forwarding and rewinding the day. He even threw the constellations up there. And once the zodiacs popped up, them kids did not stop asking questions. Overall, 10 out of 10 experience. I would definitely go back again, and I love chaperoning my son and his friends. You've just seen how it went, but I'll see you when I get back. Girl, I am done with that. It's 11:45. I got 2 stops to make. Let me just say something. God bless preschool teachers and middle school teachers, because I am sufficiently overstimulated. That was quite an experience. But all in all, it was pretty dope. I'm not gonna hold you. The planetarium, oh, breathtaking. Absolutely to die for. The students at ODU are so lucky because it's not open to the public. Oh shit. There is a public one if you live in the Hampton Roads area, and they say it's in Chesapeake. I don't know. I've never been to no planetarium here. The only planetarium I went to was on a road trip, and it was at the Arizona Science Center. Equally as dope, but this one very much gives state of the art. It gives that these kids pay to go to school here. I dig it. It was really nice. The professor, though, I don't know his official title. I wish I would have got it. But, you know, he's a space guy. And he was taking questions. So something that me and Jake talk about often is the moon landing. And me and Jake are in agreement that the moon landing did not happen. I've asked my parents. They've said no. So we just go over the reasons as to why it did not happen. First things first. If you've never been, you know, like a conspiracy theorist, this is not going to be your area of the vlog, baby. It's much more interesting things coming. But we're going to get into it just right quick. First things first. My husband loses signal in an underwater tunnel coming home. We talking with, I don't know, what are we talking, 40 years of better technology up under our belt. We can press a button and see each other through the screens of our phones. I can leave my phone anywhere in the house, hook up a pair of headphones, wireless, and hear what's going on the phone. When my husband loses signal going through an underground tunnel, you mean to tell me that Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin, I forget, whoever made the phone call to the White House from the moon, got clear signal to the president? Come on, bro. Come on. Also, the moon landing happened in 1969. Why we ain't been back? You don't want to take all of this new tech and go back to the moon? So when I asked the question, in his professional opinion, if the moon landing actually happened, he's like, yeah, I think it happened. But it was the tone in his voice that made the shift, that made me be like, you don't really believe it. Like, okay, he may believe it, but there's also some things that you can simultaneously believe, and bits and pieces of it be like, that's a little sketchy. But the two things that he brought up was the fact that some people, I guess, say that the photo is a little off because there's no stars in the back, which I've never even like been privy to. You know, I just do what comes logically to me. I don't like look up things and analyze them. Like, that's just not me. I just go by what pops up as common sense in my mind. So I never have been like, well, let's look at this photo. But he was like, you know, the moon is bright, so it kind of drowned out the stars in the back. And he brought up the flag, how people say, I guess it's blowing in the wrong direction, which, like I said, I never even thought to look at. But he's like, you know, the flag was starched and it was rigged to be on the moon. First of all, where's the flag now, sir? He said it takes 3 days to get to the moon. Send a satellite up there, have it take a picture of that flag, and, you know, send it back. What's up? Just do it. But I think he was offended by my question. I don't know why. You know, I'm just curious. It's not often that I get to talk to, I'm going to assume he's an astronomer. Like, I never get to ask these questions. So I do just want to pick and choose. So anyway, after he basically blew my question down, he also said at the end that it took maybe a decade to work up this moon landing. And he said that it took almost 500,000 people in between, like building the technology and the spacesuits and training the astronauts and building the shuttle to pull this whole thing off. And he asked the kids, have you ever heard the phrase, the only way two people can keep a secret is if one of them are dead? He's like, you know, 40 some odd years later, 500,000 people worked on this thing and nobody's come out to say anything. And I'm like, bro, there's people who work for Beyonce that haven't said nothing about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government, slightly more scarier than Beyonce. I'm just saying. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm sure the government has either people who have tried to talk or lined their pockets heavily to where they would never even consider it. The government can do a lot of things. Have you ever seen Enemy of the State? They ruined Will Smith's life in one afternoon, boo. And how he was just one single person. And I mean, they were a team of like 7 people. Ruined that man's life. Made him appear to be something he truly was not. One afternoon, one man. I'm just saying, it's the government, babe. They pulled off more scandals than that. So at the end, when the presentation was over, I ran to the restroom before getting on the bus, and another parent who chaperoned was like, were you the one who asked about the moon landing? And I was like, yep. Girl, he dapped me up, looked me dead in my eyes and said, never happened. I was like, listen, I wasn't there. I can't definitively say yay or nay, but as just a general citizen, I'm saying I think you're right. I'm saying I just don't think it happened. I don't. So I text Jake and he was cracking up. I was like, bro, I think I embarrassed our son. Like, the teachers know who we are now. Yeah. Conspiracy theories are fun to dissect. And a lot of stuff that they have said was a conspiracy theory, lo and behold, has turned out to be true. You remember they told us UFOs, conspiracy theory, and then they put out that entire packet of documents certified by the U.S. government themselves that UFOs, in fact, are real. So I'm just saying, you know, conspiracy theory now, in 40 years, they may be like, hey, we actually didn't go, but now we got the tech to go, so let's revisit that one. I'm just saying. Anyway, it was really good though. The planetarium A1. There was this girl in front of me who got motion sick, and I was like, that is probably a little like FYI that they should put on the permission slips next year if they do come this way. But other than that, it was fantastic. I would go again. I would go recreationally. I would pay a fee to see that. I think it was banging. But now that is done and over with. Oh, and girl, let me not forget the main reason why I went to go spend time with my son. Like, He's amazing. His friends are amazing. Phenomenal group of kids. They were decent for the most part. They did get kind of bored during the presentation because, you know, for me, that age, probably middle schoolers and below. I mean, middle schoolers very capable of being able to sit still, right, for a decent amount of time at this point. But when you go on a field trip, I think you just expect to be kind of like moving and shaking your body, especially since you sit in a classroom the majority of the day, you know? And this, we just went from the school to the bus to ODU and sat down. And that was it. Like, we were sitting in that planetarium the entire time. And at first he played a 30-minute video and I thought to myself, these kids are done. There was a dull roar the entire, probably like the first 15 minutes of the opening presentation video that he played, and I was like, oof. But then I think apparently eventually they just got used to the atmosphere of the planetarium. They were kind of making jokes about the movie at first, but that kind of died down too. They just got bored and got bored with the planetarium, bored with sitting, bored with each other, and just stopped talking. But you know, for me, my demographic, A1. I really enjoyed it. But now that that is over, I have 2 errands that I need to run. I went grocery shopping way too late in the day yesterday, and Aldi was sold out of the meat that I need to make my dinners tonight, so I need to stop by there. Also, Noah has picture day tomorrow. Tomorrow's her spring picture day, and I think it's actually supposed to be a nice day, like in the 70s. So I need to go by, I don't need to, but I want to go by Old Navy and see what like cute, fun little spring dresses that they have in stock, so I can get her a little something, brighten up her life a little bit. My girl is my kids in general, when it comes to dressing up, girl, they give me hell. I can't stand it. My thing is, why do like dress clothes have to be so stiff and restricting, you know? Because if I put Noah in a dress, I'm gonna have to put tights up under it. If I put tights up under that dress, I can't put sneakers on. She's gonna have to wear dress shoes. And then if the dress is short sleeve or no sleeve, she's gonna have to wear a little sweater over it. And then if her tights are see-through, she's gonna have to wear shorts on top of her tights. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's just levels and layers. But I'm fixing to pull up to the store now, so let's go do a little bit of shopping together. Alright, so I just got to Old Navy. This little sweater is so cute. My girl ain't been 12 to 18 months in a long time though. I'm here for a picture day outfit. I'm here for a picture day outfit. That's it. I haven't been here in so long. I maybe switched up the store. Child, I'm shopping in the little girl section. Like, I mean, my little girl is a little girl, but she ain't like no extra small little girl. She's definitely still giving 5T. I don't really have a ton in here for her. I normally like her to wear dresses during picture days. I done picked up so many things that are not even for picture day. It's despicable. Who gave me free will? Okay, hear me out. I feel like this little granny sweater is so cute and endearing, right? I probably wouldn't straighten her hair with this. Just put her like a big bun on top of her head and then see if I can find like a white collared shirt to put up under here. This is so cute. And honestly, that's better for Noah because then she can just wear jeans and we don't got to do the whole tights with shorts, and I don't got to worry about all that. She don't got to worry about being hella uncomfortable. Child, she's already going to protest when she sees that I try to put jeans on her. Okay, I like this. So they switched it around and they have the little girl section here, and then the taller boy section is right on the other side. And I don't know if y'all know, but I like to shop in the boy section for my girl, especially for like her sweats and her sweatsuits, because boy sweats, like taller boys are bigger than taller girls, and the sweatsuits just fit so much more comfortably on her. Child, they tearing this store apart. I can't wait to see what they come up with, but I might grab her a little sweatsuit. Also, for whatever reason, the fabric is just, it's hella soft. Do these match? I think it's a little off. Looks like they have a gray one. Let's see, do they have her size? They have a 4T jacket. These sweats? No, it's too dark. One can only assume that they're switching things over and they just haven't quite put out the pairs yet. This color is so cute. If you ain't picked up the vibes, we are well off of school shopping. I mean, we are well off of picture day shopping. Goodness. Don't send me a store for one thing. Because I'm never coming out with just that one thing. Never. Alright, sis. That is all done. We rolling up on... Ooh. Okay, it's 12:42. So, it's not too bad. I normally like to leave to get Noah at 1. Just so I can sit in the car line for a minute. But I gotta go get this meat from Aldi. I would normally drive, but you know, it's right over here. Might as well walk. It's cold, but it ain't freezing, you know. So I'm all done at Aldi. Tell me why. It's this man like with this big black bag sniffing around. He like taking pictures of the potholes in the parking lot, taking pictures of the store out front of Aldi. He going in, he like looking at the chicken. I'm like, bro, what is he doing? I'm getting scared because that's like my favorite grocery store. So when I get up to the cashier, he happens to walk past her. He like, hey, how you doing? She like, good. I'm like, girl, who is that? He taking pictures out front. He peeking at the chicken. You know, black people nosy, child. She said, oh, that's my boss's boss. I said, whew. Well, I thought it was the inspector. I'm like, please don't shut it down. Me and her just started cackling. Like, girl, listen. It's my favorite little grocery store now. The price is right and we like it here. Y'all stay on y'all P's and Q's. So y'all can stick around for a little bit. But okay. I am all done outside. And I'm very much looking forward to getting home. So let's go there. Alright, girl. A quick little haul before I have to run right back out the door. I walked in the house. I said, sorry. I know I haven't been here all day. Can you imagine? What has this house done without me all day? It's insane. Anyway. So Noah has a shirt similar to this. Hers is pink and it has a flower on it. I love the way it looks on her. So I picked up another white collared shirt with a little rainbow in the pocket. And then I got another one that's pink and white striped. I also picked up a black sweatsuit. She'll be geeked about it. It's probably going to be her favorite piece out of the entire thing. And I don't know if you know, but I got a thing for being blacked out. I love black head to toe. My girl just got some black New Balances, so she'll probably wear that on Friday. I did pick up a little granny sweater. Now I found a little like short sleeve collar polo, this light blue color that would have looked fantastic underneath this, but they did not have her size. So I'm thinking that once I get her from school and we get back here and get settled a little bit, I will go shop her closet and see if she has like a little like collared dress. The only thing about this is that it's a true cream, so if I put any white up under it, you know, it's gonna throw it off, especially in the picture. But we'll cross those bridges when we get there. Noah got something in her closet that can work with that sweater. Are you familiar with the movie Clueless? If you was born in the 1900s, then Clueless was very much our Mean Girls, and I found these two very Clueless skirts at Old Navy. This one is Noah's size. It's a, you know, like plaid, khaki, and white, and I had to double check to make sure like it do got built-in shorts because, you know, it's a little tiny. It might not be on her until she get a little bit taller. But I also found the pink plaid one, except this is a small in girl, so she probably won't be able to wear this until summer 2027, but whatever, should be getting into it sooner rather than later, I'm sure. And watch, see, the thing about me buying in like the off season or a size up or whatever is that the size will get here and I will forget I have the thing. My child will have outgrown it. I did it with a bunch of sandals this past spring and summer. Bought a slew of sandals accidentally that were too big. We were living overseas, so I have had these sandals for 2-3+ years at this point, and let the whole season pass when my daughter could have worn them. Had to try them on in the fall and then realized like her big toe was hooked right over the front. I was so disappointed. I'm not gonna hold you. I got to do better. I got to do better. But anyway, girl, that is it. I have to run out and start pickups in this evening routine, but I think I'm gonna jump back on either when I'm shopping Noah's closet or when I make dinner. I'm gonna make Chipotle chicken bowls, like copycat Chipotle chicken bowls, not Chipotle like the flavor chicken bowls. Anyway, girl, I'm making dinner tonight, so I'll jump back on when I do that. We can cook together, we can go, you know, home shopping together, and we'll make it a thing. We'll make it a thing. But anyway, sis, I gotta go. I'll see you soon. Sister girl, I'm back. I'm in the kitchen. It's 2:45, so I'm making decent time. I got my chicken here washed, clean, and ready to be seasoned. We're gonna make some, maybe just lime chicken And I don't mean lime like the disease. I mean lime like the fruit, sis. So we're gonna make some lime chicken. I was gonna say lime cilantro chicken, but you couldn't pay me to cut up cilantro twice today. And I wanna put it in the rice to make some cilantro lime rice. So I'm getting ready to marinate this chicken. Probably for, I don't know, an hour if I can do that. You know what? While the chicken is marinating, we'll start cooking the rice and then hopefully have a nice early dinner, because this week is, I think it's going to be a little crazy on the schedule front, but we'll cross those bridges when and or if we get there. So let's start marinating this chicken. First, coat that whole in a little bit of olive oil, some black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, a little splash of complete, and for the game changer, we're gonna add 1 whole lime. Oh, I'm weak. I don't even know why I tried to squeeze both of them at the same time. Oh, girl, I'm about to sprain my wrist. Ugh. Ugh. God, I gotta get a juicer. I'm gonna give this a mix, and for what that lime just put me through, the chicken better be amazing. I got this wrapped, and we're gonna get this in the fridge until it's time to cook, girl. I don't know the timeline today. One thing about me, I'ma always cook way too much rice, have to cook it twice in a rice cooker, and then we end up throwing it away anyway, because we ain't really rice people like that. I can't say the last time I cooked some rice. Girl, the rice I got in there might be 6 months old. I'm not gonna hold you. I would love to be the kind of person who buys the big 25-pound bag of basmati rice from Sam's and then just lives on that, because that just feels like a staple, right? Feels like something an adult with 2 children would have, but it's just not me. So in my rice cooker, I have just this. So I think that's gonna be enough for the 4 of us. I really do. Now when I add anything to the rice though, I notice that it'll just like float and sit at the top. So I like to make a little well in the middle to add any additional ingredients, if you will. I got another lime here. I have some cilantro from the chili that I made last week, so that is already clean. I told you I would rather do anything than cut cilantro twice. Turns out I'd rather do anything than cut it once, because I'm definitely about to chop it up. I'm gonna toss a little bit of butter in there, some pepper, some salt, and we're gonna call it a day. If you have a rice cooker, then you know it, for whatever reason, it just always takes longer than what I think to make rice in a rice cooker. I feel like it's always quicker on the stove, but the rice cooker, pretty much foolproof, unless you don't get it when it flicks to warm. See, mine has 2 settings on it. It has cook and it has warm, and mind you, this is already warm. So once the rice cooks and then the switch flips to warm, it's still cooking the rice. So you gotta like unplug it, turn it off completely. Anyway, girl, let me go ahead and get this rice on so I can go sit down for a second, because I miss my house. If you feel strongly about cilantro, I'm so sorry about what just happened. To put half chicken. Girl, that got me a little vibe. Almost forgot I was recording. I forgot to show y'all these black beans I just put on. They are canned black beans, girl. I ain't did nothing but rinse them out, put some chicken broth in there, put them in the pot. I actually need to add some onion powder and garlic powder. No salt though, because canned goods, that guy's got enough salt to preserve it and all that in there. We're not doing all of that. And I would add onions and garlic, but I am being a lazy bitch today. No wrong with that. No. I got my marinated chicken here, and I'm just going to get this on, sear it for a few minutes, pop it in the oven to keep cooking, because I really just need to get like the chicken flavor in here so I can cook my veggies. I done got caught up doing something else, then totally forgot to show y'all these peppers and onions on the stove. They cooking right now. However, you might as well just see them when the plate is done. The chicken is in the oven, dinner is almost done. It's 4:30, so we looking real good on time. Girl, so I go, I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to make these plates. I go to the fridge to get the hot sauce out, and tell me why my husband used this last. I sent him a picture and said, baby, this is a divorceable offense. Don't you ever in your life put this little smidgy corner of hot sauce in the refrigerator again. Don't do it. Either use it or throw it away. Because what it's going to do? Now as a backup, we got some Texas Pete, but it just don't quite do the job like the Belizean heat do. I need to get carbonated water anyway, so I'll do a pickup order for that, because I'm not really trying to be outside. I missed my time in the house today, and you know we coming up off the weekend, and we all been in here for 2.5 days, so I really, you know, I just need a breather from people for a little bit. Nothing to feel guilty about. But girl, I'm ready to eat dinner, take this shower, and call it a night. I think I am going to give Noah a bath after I eat dinner, because I have no idea what time Jake is going to be home. It's going to be a crazy work week for him, which means it's going to be a crazy week for all of us, because when he's not here, child, I don't know, the seams just fall apart. Don't ask me. I'm just old enough to be running the show. I don't know who put me in charge. But I need to go ahead and give Noah a bath, so even if he does come home on the later side of things, he can just hang out, because that's his big thing. He be feeling like he got to do the whole nighttime routine because he is gone before the kids wake up, and then, you know, he is coming home when it's almost time for them to go to bed. So I'll just go ahead and knock her bath out so that they can, you know, him and the kids can spend time together in the way that they want to, and it doesn't have to be like, you know, obligatory checklist kind of things. But after dinner, we also need to go shop that closet. I did go take a peek. I'm kind of scared. I don't know if she has a picture day outfit up there. I mean, she got one up there somewhere. It just might not include none of the sweater that I picked. And normally I straighten her hair for picture day. I think I told y'all this, and I was gonna clip her ends and all of that, but like, babe, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I found me a cute little Pinterest inspo pic, and let me show you. Look at how cute. Isn't she adorable with her little swoop and her hoop earrings? She is so cute. I looked at this and I said, maybe it's the earrings that do it, you know? But I still got no problem giving my girl a little swoop. I wish I had a picture of the back. That is the only thing. Let me go ahead and save this so Pinterest don't try to embarrass me again. But I wish I had a picture of the back so I could fully see what it's like, because she does have pigtails back there. But I can't see what they did to create these two little, like, you see how it's like a ball on the top and on the bottom? This is so cute. She is adorable. But yeah, girl, we're gonna figure something out. Even if I gotta run out real quick, we'll figure something out. It'll be all right. Baby girl, dinner is ready. All right, let's see what we got here. Cilantro lime rice, the chipotle copycat chicken, black beans, the peppers, onions, and garlic that I told you I was making. I sprinkled a little bit of cheese and hot sauce on top. I'm the only one ready to eat, so whatever. Might as well go ahead and knock my dinner on out the way. And then these kids can come right behind me. What time is it? It's 5:10, so they got a little bit of time. I like to put out the call to eat a little bit early. You know, make them feel like they got a choice in the matter. But I let them know, you know, about 5:30, 5:45, baby. You need to come on down to eat, or you will not for the night. So I'm gonna enjoy my dinner, and then I'll be back with y'all in just a minute. Good morning, sis. Today is a new day. I missed y'all yesterday when I went to go shop Noah's closet to pick out her picture day outfit, simply because when I was up there, sis already had a whole outfit in mind. I didn't need to go by nobody's store and get nothing. And when I show y'all this, let me tell you, it is such a pleasure to raise children who know exactly who they are, because my girl picked a dress, and girl, she about to be stepping out in this. Baby picked a ball gown, an entire pageant dress. Okay, she didn't hesitate or stutter when she said, I want that one right there. So, okay, girl. 2 or 3 years ago, we went on a cruise, and I bought a whole bunch of like dress outfits for all of us to match. And Noah just ended up not wearing this one. It was also too big, because, you know, if I bought it 2 or 3 years ago, she was 2 at that point, and she's 5 now. And I had her hop in it yesterday just to, you know, see if it fit, because I'm like, what a travesty it would be if I were to iron this, get it on you tomorrow morning, and then realize it does not fit. That would be terrible. But it does. It's so cute, adorable. So I have the pleasure of steaming a miniature ball gown at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god, how lucky am I? I can't wait to see her in this. Now my girl is very sensitive to fabrics, the way they fit, the way they feel. She is not gonna last in tulle, lace, and glitter all day. So I did pack her a sweatsuit, put it in her backpack, and I'm gonna shoot her teacher a message just to let her know, like, you know, no, it's not gonna last through picture day. The only thing, I tried the dress on, right? And she has these like glittery Dorothy princess shoes. Yeah, I don't think these shoes fit. We got these shoes a year ago because my son was taking etiquette classes, and at the end of etiquette class, the graduation essentially is like a big dance because the kids learn to waltz throughout the dance. At the end of the kids celebration, the family got to come, and the kids got to teach us how to waltz. So it was the four of us just waltzing away, child. And I bought Noah these little glittery shoes to wear, which are so cute. But she is a 9 now. And looking on the bottom of these are an 8. So we may have to make a quick little run to Walmart. I'm like, girl, why would you try on the dress and then not try on the shoes also? I could have ran out last night and got those, but it's okay. No biggie. We have a little bit of time. Normally we're waiting like 10-12 minutes when we get to her school anyway, so we got a little bit of time to make a quick Walmart stop. I was driving home from the gym this morning like, bro, today is one of them days where I hate that Walmart's not 24 hours no more. You know, sis, when I was driving, like, technology was new. Okay, we had flip phones. Texting was just became a readily available thing. I mean, like, before, you were paying, I don't know, 25 cents per text, incoming and outgoing. So when I was starting to drive, like, texting had just become a thing. So we were still very much doing things like going to Walmart to the electronics section, turning it on the same radio station and blasting it at full volume. 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Just because what else are we gonna do? I lived in a country town and wasn't nothing to do. Like, the only thing open is Walmart. Anyway, child. But you know, those are times of yesteryear. And Walmart don't open till 6. I'm not nervous about rushing or nothing. I think we'll be fine, but girl, come on, let's go ahead and steam this little pageant dress. Y'all, let me tell you, the people who do landscaping, they have the most fun. They've been cutting up outside all day. I've been hearing them through the door and the window, just cackling and talking shit to each other. It's such a vibe. Like, I mean, y'all out here dealing with these properties, and they lay mulch today. So, you know, it's a lot of like shrubbery around my house. They had to lay mulch around all of them bushes and all the trees, nooks and crannies and all that, preparing for spring. But they've been having a good time while they do it, and I love that for them. Now, my self-inflicted prison. Child has so much footage backed up. So many shorts I needed to edit and voice over. So much footage on my camera that my memory card was full and I could no longer put anything else on here. But I still needed the footage that was on the SD card. So it's like, hey, put up or shut up, sis. You're gonna have to edit or delete. We're at a standstill right now. Because nothing is moving until you make a move on this card. And I do not like working with several SD cards because one will get lost. I'll record on one and it'll be the wrong one. Like, I just don't like to keep up with that. So I stick with one. I mean, you know, if you make content, then pick your flavor, sis. Do whatever works for you. But I like to upload as I go and then just format the card and start anew. So here we are. I'm back. Now this morning y'all saw me, I was getting Noah ready for picture day. I was steaming her cute little princess gown. I'm sure she's come up out of that gown. When I pick her up, I guarantee you she's gonna have a sweatsuit on because one thing about my girl, she knows what's weather appropriate, okay? Her little gown is no sleeves. And when I put it on her, she said, why are you putting this on me and I don't have a shirt on underneath? I said, okay. My baby said, no, it's too cold outside, ma'am. I am not dressed appropriately. But I told her, I have a little sweater for you to put over your dress. She's like, okay, cool. And she was like, Mom, it's itchy. It's too big. I don't like it. But then she kept saying, you know, when I go to school, my teacher's going to tell me my dress is so beautiful. I'm like, girl, yes, she is. I told y'all I was going to let her teacher know that she had additional clothes in her backpack. You know, if she's uncomfortable, you know, she's got things to change into. And baby, her teacher said duly noted, sent me a message back and said I can't wait to see her dress. So I already knew she was gonna pop up and pop out, and she did. I'm headed to school now to get Noah. I'm not picking her up. Well, I am getting her, but we just gonna be hanging in the parking lot for like 15 minutes because she is due for an IEP reevaluation. If you don't know, I have a special needs girl. We don't know exactly how special the needs are or what the needs are exactly because Noah's kind of a conundrum. I'm not gonna hold you. We've had her seen by several developmental pediatricians. She has another appointment coming up in a couple months, but she qualified for like occupational therapy, speech therapy, which she got all of those. But when I talked to her special needs teacher, who I'm getting ready to see for the evaluation, she was like, I think we're gonna have to kick her out. And I was like, I think you're right. I just don't think she's as heavily reliant on this as she was. And that was the thing about Noah, is it like they just had to mark her as developmentally delayed because she was so young when we started getting her evaluated. She was 14 months, mind you, when I was like, something's not right here. So when we got her evaluated the first time, they were like, oh, we can't call it. So just keep coming back. Girl, that was 4 years ago. We still coming back, coming and going. So me and Jake are very diligent about getting Noah the help that she requires. But girl, I don't think she requires no help. I think this IEP meeting is about to be an absolute breeze. She did set aside a 45-minute time slot, which kind of overlaps with the time that Gabriel gets home. But I told him, if you get off the bus and we're not here, then just go to the library for like 15 minutes, start your homework, and then come back. We should be back. The meeting is until 3:15, but I doubt it's gonna take that long. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to pull up now, and I told y'all I don't want these folks to know my business, so I'll see you in a minute. Girl, it is 4:40, and yep, whole house was up at 3:30. I said, Lord, if this is your way of trying to tell me that 3 o'clock is not early enough, then message received. I don't know how I can get up any earlier than that, but it may have to happen. Gabriel had a bad dream. He was up. Noah heard Gabriel up. She woke up. He is now back to sleep, but Noah been up for the last hour now. I said, ooh, baby, you lucky you giving nap time in preschool because you're going to be hurting in school this morning. By the time I drop her off, I guarantee you she going to tell me her eyes burning. What's wrong? What happened? But I'm ironing her clothes, girl, so I figured let's chat. It is a brand new week. Happy Monday. Last week I just abandoned the vlog. Normally if I did something like that, I would scrap the footage, but I really enjoyed the footage from last Monday with the field trip and all that, so we're just gonna mesh it together. It'll be fine. I'm already feeling tired today, and that's not the best sign because I got some stuff I need to do, but you know, it's okay. Yes, I did finish grocery shopping yesterday, so we need to do that today. I need to stop grocery shopping on Sunday because I really be taking my time, and by the time I get to my stores, the inventory be low or it don't be what I need at all. Yes, baby. Also, yesterday Jake had duty, which means me and the kids went grocery shopping, and I don't know about you, but I don't be wanting to take my kids to more than one grocery store. And we already had a Sam's pickup that I did not get the day before, so we had to stop by Sam's and get that, and then we went to Aldi, and that was pretty much it. I find once I stop by one store and get the groceries that I need to make dinner that night, everything else I'll be like, man, can wait. Clearly it can wait. So I need to wrap up grocery shopping today. I also need to start on those alphabet best. This month is literacy month, so her school, well, any school should be huge on that. Hopefully not just her school, but she has a literacy or alphabet parade coming up at the end of the month, and she has this cute little like paper vest that she needs to decorate with the first letter of her name. So I really need to start on getting supplies for that so we can at least start the thing. I have to turn it in 9 days, and in 9 days I will probably be turning it in, even though I keep telling myself, girl, don't do that, just get it done and then turn it in like when you're finished. Please don't wait till the deadline. Yes, Bookie. Also, my mama's birthday is coming up, and even though we are going to North Carolina to spend the weekend before her birthday with her, which is this weekend coming up, I do need to get her cards in the mail. I have learned if I say, okay, well, I'm going home for so-and-so birthday, I'll just bring the cards with me. babe, I leave the cards 95% of the time. So I have learned, like, girl, just mail it on the schedule you would normally mail it on, and then you don't even gotta worry about it. So I'm gonna put her cards in the mail, and then I will send her flowers on her actual birthday. If you are not sending flowers as gifts, girl, let me tell you, please do it. Do it, especially to the women in your life. A lot of women have never received flowers to their front door. My mama didn't receive many a flower. I was giving flowers religiously for Mother's Day while I was overseas. I really need to get back on that. I was honestly only sending 3 bouquets to my best friend, my mom, and my grandma. So I need to get back on that. And also, if you send flowers for Mother's Day, girl, go ahead and place that order now, because you know them dates sell out super quick. But yeah, I will send her flowers on her birthday, and we'll spend her birthday with her this weekend. And girl, it's just there's a lot going on, but I can't tell you the things that are happening until they have already happened, and that's not happening until the end of this week. So I might put it in this vlog, just depending on when I get it out, but I can't. I hate to be elusive, I hate to be that person, but I have to be. And a lot of what I want to say is like right there, it's right there. I'm so transparent, like it's hard for me to be elusive and evasive with the information going on in my life, because that just ain't never been who I am. But this weekend we had a really good time. Noah got invited to a birthday party for one of her classmates. One of Noah's classmates got my information off of the class form, and she was like, my son just really wants you, your daughter, and another one of his classmates to come. Like, he just keep begging me to invite y'all to the birthday party, like it's this weekend, if you want to come through. I'm like, of course we do. And my husband was off. I'm not gonna hold you, if he wasn't off, I may not have gone, just because I don't know these people, and I don't be wanting to show up to no stranger house with my kids in tow, and I don't really know, you know, like how they get down, what the atmosphere is gonna be like, who all gonna be there. You know, I never want to show up somewhere and only know no one. So, and this mom I only met on one occasion, and it was like at Noah's Christmas party. So I really didn't even meet her in the manner that would make me comfortable to like go to her house. Now, had it been at like a facility, you know, a trampoline park, a Chuck E. Cheese, whatever, like that's a cooler vibe. But a personal party at your house, I wouldn't have gone if Chick wasn't here. But he was off, so it was nice. We went over there, babe had a blast, an absolute blast. My husband, I made a friend. Like, I vibe with the mom. Noah and her classmate played and played and played and played, girl, till the sun went down. She would be in that backyard playing right now had we not been like, all right sis, we gotta wrap it up, we gotta get home, your daddy gotta go to work tomorrow. So it was nice, it was so much fun. They was like, yo, we're gonna have many a cookout, so y'all just get ready to come through. And their friends were cool too. It's nothing like going to a party, vibing with the host of the party, and then also vibing with their friends, because you know, different dynamics of people, not everybody gonna get along. But it was really nice, it was really nice. I have really enjoyed myself, so hopefully we'll be back around there. And they also live in a pretty dope neighborhood, and there's no HOA. And it's crazy because when you drive in, you can kind of tell there's no HOA because the houses are very mismatched, you know. Subdivisions don't be about that, baby. They're very uniform. Soon as we drove in, I was like, babe, it's hella nice over here. Like, I don't think there's no HOA. So I talked to them, and they confirmed that there is no HOA. And she was like, oh, you know, it's several houses for sale down the street, you know, if you wanna. So I'm like, okay, girl. But my battery is dying, and I'm too lazy to go upstairs right now to get another one. So let me get these kids up out this door, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Hey sis, it's 7:40. I just put my boy on the bus, and while I'm already outside, I'm about to go ahead and do these little outside errands before I go home and clean the house. This is why it is paramount for me to fully get myself dressed in the morning, so I don't got no excuses. Like, I ain't got to stop back home for nothing. Got wallet, phone, keys, and I got a little bit of clothes on. Listen, we about to be outside while we outside. So I told y'all earlier I need to stop and finish grocery shopping. I really need to too, because I forgot yesterday. Me and Noah went through, we had like this huge conversation about what I was gonna put in her lunch today, and she told me down to a T what she wanted. And this morning she looked at me and she said, mommy, I can't wait to eat my Oreos for lunch. And I said, oof, baby, ain't gonna be no Oreos for lunch. We didn't go to that second store, and I would have went had I even remembered that me and her had this whole conversation, child. But now it had left me. I pulled up, saw that parking lot that full, and said, no. and drove myself right on home. But had I remembered, yeah, I would have stopped by that store. So I truly need to finish grocery shopping right now. And then after this, I think Target might be open. I don't know. What time does Target open? Is it 8 or 9? Girl, Target open at 8. Who knew? I had no business at Target. I wasn't even shopping at Target. I was perusing on Target's website to see if I could pick up a shirt for Noah today, because yesterday was International Women's Day and today she was supposed to wear a shirt with quote unquote a female on it. I said, who wrote this newsletter? Because why would you put in parentheses for International Women's Day and then put wear a shirt that has a female on it? Fun fact about me, I hate that word. Female? Ugh. It's just so cringy. I don't know. It's just something about it that just ring a bell in me and make me give somebody the side eye. Like, who are you and what you been through that you're referring to women as females? It's just bizarre. But yeah, she was supposed to wear a shirt with a woman on it today, and Target's good for those. I bought Noah an RBG shirt from there a couple years ago, so I'm like, okay, they got it, especially for International Women's Day. Baby, they had not near shirt with a woman on it. I couldn't even find a musician in the stack. I said, well, okay. But while I was looking on there, I did find 2 very, very cute Bluey sets. And for summertime, sets is where it's at. I love me a set in general, period. But for summer, it's paramount because you can divide you can wear the set together, or you can divide the set and wear it as 2 separate outfits. And in the summertime, my kids fly through clothes, girl. First of all, both of them love the water, and we have a community pool, and they never want to stay out of the water. So you're talking about getting dressed during the day, running some errands, going out, doing whatever, coming home, putting on bathing suits, taking showers, and then getting dressed again. So they go through clothes like crazy. And I love me a little set because that's like a 3-in-1 outfit right there. Babe, I done pulled up to the grocery store. Is said grocery store even open? Because I don't even know. Oh, they are. Who ain't open at 7? Okay, that's my kind of store right there. So we getting ready to run in here so I can mark off the rest of my groceries, girl. So go ahead and grab your bag. Let's go. All right, sister girl, we all done in Food Lion. I ain't really filming there. Wasn't nothing to see, child. Trust me, y'all did not miss Nathan. Anyway, I couldn't even check in at Target because Target said, babe, we're not even open yet. How about you slow your roll and give us time to like clock in? Sure, whatever, you know. Do your thing. If you want to get paid for your time, I mean, go ahead. So I'm fixing to run over there right now and get this pickup order. Y'all, I love dressing my kids. That's just a conclusion that I'm gonna have to come to. Like, I can repeat the same outfits over and over again. I can wear the same color for a year straight, but when it comes to these kids, I can't seem to do it. I don't know why. And something in me wants to shop secondhand so bad. I pass a Once Upon a Child all of the time. I need to stop in there and see what they have. The thing about shopping secondhand is that I just don't be wanting to take the time to go through the things. I really don't. And then, you know, I just got this notion of like, where did this come from? Who had it before me? What kind of conditions did they keep? As if someone's home and their gently used clothes are gonna come from a less sanitary place than, I don't know, a factory. Like, girl, chill out, pipe down. It's okay. You can freaking go ahead and shop secondhand, especially for that little one. The big one, I understand him wanting, like, you know, fresh clothes with the tags on them. But that little one, she grows so fast anyway. Like, girl, you in the clothes for a season and then it's done. So when I start spring and summer shopping, I think I'm gonna hit up Once Upon a Child. And the best part about it is that they're really particular about what they take, because I have tried to sell things to them before and they have been like, ma'am, actually there's like a little stain right here, so if you could take this home and wipe it off right quick, that would be great. Bring it back, we might take it then, I don't know. So you know, they are like super particular about the stuff that they take. And in addition to that, girl, they all over the place. So if I don't find something at the store over here by me, I can hit several stores up in different parts of town and see what it's giving. It's so gloomy and foggy outside. Y'all see it back there? What is happening? Spring has sprung though. Over the weekend, all of the trees in front of my daughter's school bloomed. We pulled up this morning. I said, what a very pleasant surprise this is. I am so pleased to see these things, even though it's pitch black outside. Daylight savings was yesterday. My poor husband found out in the middle of drinking at the birthday party on Saturday. I said, oh. He gonna look at me talking about, babe, you knew? Yes, sir. Everybody over the age of 18 knew. I'm so sorry that you found out this way though. I told him you would have been straight, you know. Your phone would have let you know. You would have felt a little, but your phone would have let you know you lost an hour, baby. Good morning, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. All right, so sir, that's it. I will show you the super cute sets when we get home, but ooh, before I pull off, girl, let me go and check this to-do list, because I am so bad about being like, I gotta go outside and do this and this and this, and then not doing those things. Okay, we went to Target, we went to Food Lion. I need to go to the dollar store because tomorrow is hat day for Noah, but Noah will not wear a hat. She does want to participate though. I totally get that. But the good Dollar Tree is all the way on the other side of town, and bro, they are open now. That's crazy to me, because the other ones around me say they don't open until 9. Okay, girl. So true. Like I said, we already outside. Might as well go ahead and make this little trip to this next town over to the good Dollar Tree is what I like to call it, and get my girl a headband. She wanted a unicorn headband specifically, and if I do recall, Dollar Tree does sell like little birthday unicorn headbands. I want to say I got one for her, not when she turned 5, maybe when she turned 4. I think she had like a trampoline park birthday party and it was unicorn themed, and she got, I should have went the other way. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I should have went the other way so I can torture myself and get gas. Every time I pass the gas station, the price ticks up right before your very eyes. You could sit there and watch the price change. Whew. We're not gonna get into why that's occurring. I know why, but I'm refusing to remain willfully ignorant. I am slightly woke as to why the price of gas went from $2.86 to $3.06 in my area over, I don't know, span of 24 hours or so. I've heard, of course, the further north you go, the more expensive things get, but up north, baby, they knocking on 350's door and quick. So I need to fill my tank up before that price go ahead and get any higher and stop avoiding it. So I guess we'll throw that on the list, since I need to get gas. But let me mosey on down to the good Dollar Tree, girl, and get my girl this headband for her hat day tomorrow. Maybe not. I'm just gallivanting all around town with these frozen groceries in my car. Like, miss, home need to be the next stop no matter where I got to go next, because I certainly could have just went there, dropped this stuff off, and then came back out, but I wasn't gonna come back out. Let me not even lie to myself. Well, I guess if all else fails, they got these cute little bunny ears. These are adorable. They also have the purple ones with a pink bow. That's cute. But let's go to the birthday aisle and see if they have the unicorns, because if I bring home bunnies and she asks for unicorns, it very much gives I did what I wanted to do. So let's not do that. All right, well, slightly bad news. Oh, no, girl, they have one unicorn headband left. One, and the little flower is coming off, so we're gonna have to glue that when we get home. But dang, I wish they had a pink one. It's okay though, we got away with one. It needs a little doctoring, but it'll do. All right, I got the headband. Something about Dollar Tree having tap to pay and Walmart not having tap to pay just pisses me off. Like, come on. Walmart, if Dollar Tree got it, Walmart got it. Why they won't swap them raggedy card readers out? Try and make you have a Walmart account and type in your number and all this BS. Like, y'all, come on. Just stop. Nobody wants to do that, Mr. Walton. Talk to your people and fix the problem. Anyway, child, okay, let's check the list, because, I mean, you know, at this point, we're on a roll. So, Dollar Tree done. That's it. All right, girl, please take me home, because I want to be resting my head on that couch by like 11 o'clock. It's 8:30 right now. I should sweep and mop and clean 2 out of my 3 bathrooms. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know if I got it in me this morning. It'll happen eventually, but today, I don't know. We just gonna have to see where the day take us. Girl, I got home and did all kinds of stuff. Done did my daily little cleanup. I fixed Noah's Dollar Tree unicorn headband. This flower over here was hanging off and the horn was also loose, but you know, little super glue. I ain't never hurt nothing, girl. Gonna super glue that thing back together to be all right. Now the hot glue strings are just hanging all off. Babe, listen. Horribly made, if I do say so myself. Or it's something I could have made, but I guess I pay for the convenience of having it horribly made and then just doctoring it up some. But we're really just here for the fun stuff. I picked up my Target order. Y'all was there. Y'all seen it. Now let me show y'all how cute these little sets are. First and foremost, I thought this one was super cute. The shorts and stuff gonna be hanging out down. It's okay. I'll show you the full effect by throwing a little picture up here on the screen. But this little Bluey shirt, oh my gosh, I thought the bow in the center was super cute. And I love the fact that it's ribbed. Also the little like doily detailing around the collar and the sleeves. Are you kidding me? But yeah, it's a little like biker short set. Super cute. And then I got her this one. Okay, what really did it for me was like, you know, Bluey's cute. And then it's got the like track shorts that go with it. But it said Bluey and Bingo. I'm like, girl, where Bingo at? Bingo was on the back, baby. And all of her glory, too. I thought this was too cute. I said, they put both the girls on here. Like a full print of both girls. Because, you know, Bingo kind of get the short end of the stick. And she's so sweet. Bluey a little chaotic. But, you know, she's a star of the show. What are you going to do? But I thought these were so cute. I will leave the link down below in case you're interested in buying them. They were on sale when I bought them. But that was this weekend. Y'all know how Target do. Target will snatch a sale very quickly. Okay. So I want to say this one was between $5 and $7. And I think this set was $10. So $15 for 2 sets, not bad at all. I told myself I don't need to buy any spring or summer clothes for either child until I have gone through their closets now, taken out what doesn't fit and what I'm going to pack away for the season and pull out all of the stuff that I put into storage, which I don't even know why I waste my time doing stuff like that, because by the time I pull it out the next season, of course it don't fit. It's like, girl, what are you preserving? Hope, girl. I'm preserving hope and faith that at least, I don't know, a pair of shorts might fit the next year, even though it never happens. Never ever. I just buy them that season and I'd be so hopeful, like, dang, this is really cute. But maybe I'll just use it for inspiration for the following season. I don't know. Either way, I've broken my own rule by buying these 2 sets, but no more. This week, I'm going to put myself to work by cleaning out Noah's closet. Hers is the worst and she needs everything, y'all. Everything but socks and drawers. I said, not you need pajamas, shorts, sandals, play sneakers, play sandals. She liked to wear sandals to school, but they can't have their toes out. So we got to look for a pair of closed-toe sandals. Oh, boy. You know, it's just the joy of having kids. For real. Seeing them grow, so bittersweet. I love that they're more independent and they're able to do things on their own. But good God, the price that we pay. Dang, gotta stack them closets every season. Are you kidding me? Okay, not every season, so twice a year. When it gets warm and when it gets cold. But the good thing about when it gets cold, though, is that the winter coats, I always buy a size too big. Gabriel's winter coat I got from Tommy Hilfiger when he was 11 maybe. So the smallest size they had was a small. I also bought it in the off season. Girl, tell me why you put that coat on this winter. It's stunting in it. I said, not you're almost 15 and you're just now fitting this coat. I don't mind it though. I don't mind it at all. It was kind of expensive. Like I said, it is Tommy. I did buy it in the off season, so I got a bit of a discount. If I can find the receipt, I will throw it in the price here on the screen. If I can't, you'll have to forgive me. The damn coat is almost 5 years old now, girl. You have to dig on back in the archives for that one. But I'm about to sit around and not do nothing. That's a lie. I placed a Walmart order because I came home, I filled up my little tumbler, and I thought to myself, this water tastes very much like water. I don't know when's the last time I replaced this Brita filter, but I already dumped out the pitcher, washed it, washed the container that we keep the ice in because the water is tasting a little funky, so the filter needs to be replaced. So I had to place a pickup order for that. I don't like touching raw meat, so I needed plastic gloves from Walmart also. And we also needed some of our little like carbonated flavored waters. So I'm gonna have to step out soon and get that because we have no like cold filtered water in the house. And my husband is the only one who will drink warm water from the tap, girl. The rest of us ain't built like that. So I'm gonna have to step out soon to do that so I can get this water refilled in the refrigerator. But until then, I'm about to sit down somewhere. Sure am. Hopefully sit down somewhere with my eyes closed until I wake up in a little bit to run and get that order, get this refilled, and then start this evening routine with these children. I may or may not see you later. We don't really got nothing going on today. I mean, you know, it's Monday, girl. That's it. The only thing going on around here is that it's Monday. I'm catching up on all the stuff that I didn't get done this weekend and preparing for the following week already. If I don't get started now, it's just not gonna get done. But anyway, child, I'll see you soon. Sister girl, hello, good morning. It is a new day and we're getting ready to go volunteer for the book fair, honey. I don't know what it is about my generation, but the word book fair just unleashes something absolutely primal in all of us. Millennial parents, we go all out for the book fair. That's two things we always got money for: the book fair and McDonald's. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened in our childhoods, but we ain't got it. We ain't gonna get it. You got McDonald's money, you got whatever money, just disappeared with this generation, and I absolutely love it. So since I have the time, the space, the availability, and the free will to be up at that school, I certainly am gonna go up there. I'm volunteering for 2 hours from 10 to 12. How do I let these people know though? I'm actually just here to see my daughter. Like, I just want to buy her things. I just want to hang out with her in the middle of the day, and then I'm trying to go home. It is what it is. I don't need a full 2 hours. I actually just want to be here during the time that her class is, and then I would like to skedaddle. I said that I would stay for 2 hours though, so I'm gonna give them 2 hours. I also don't want to be banned from volunteering. Can you do that? You know, if you cut out a little early, can you be banned from volunteering? I don't know. It'll also be just my luck that my daughter will show up when there's like 20 minutes left in my time slot. But the PTA is wise. They have come to the realization that these parents are only here for their children and they do not want to stay all day, because these mugs, when they set up the volunteer schedule, they put the names of the teachers and the day and time that they are visiting on the volunteer list. I said, y'all smart. Y'all are smart, because I just want to be here for her. Honestly, with the amount of PTA members, y'all don't need us. Y'all do not need me to volunteer for Nathan. Okay, stop playing, because you don't. I am at the ACM because I need to pull out some cash before I go. Do they even take cash at the book fair anymore? I don't know. But just in case they do, you know, I need to pull out some cash before I go. And I, you know, have my card and stuff. So we straight there. And if we being real, I just got a new card and I needed to make sure that it worked, because I don't know, for whatever reason, when I use my card, I can use it on like tap to pay, but it be saying the card is expired. And I'm like, bro, it's not though. Like, I'm reading the date right here. It's not expired. But sometimes when they print you a new card with the same numbers, they'll change like the 3-digit code on the back and the expiration date. I don't know, for whatever reason. I've had 2 cards like that with Navy Federal and they just trip out. So anyway, I just use my card to make sure I do use it, and when I go to use it later on today, which may or may not happen, I don't know, I don't embarrass myself. Y'all know the animal that will piss me off the most is a damn goose. Why do they just sit in the middle of the street like that? Y'all can fly. It's so insulting for them to pause traffic to mosey across the street when these hoes can fly? You can get there quicker than all of us. Just flap them wings. Dang, they get on my nerves. Anyway, I'm in the same area where like Sam's and Walmart is, and I have a Walmart orders to pick up. I am on my period. When am I not? I feel like more often than not I come on here and I'm in a video talking about how I'm freaking bleeding again. I promise you it's every 28 days. I don't know, does it feel more often to you? Because it feels more often to me, that's for sure. Anyway, she's here again, and I used my last pad this morning, and I need more items. So I got a little bit of time before I need to be at this school. It's right up the street too, so I might as well go ahead and make this stop now so I don't have to do it when I leave the book fair, because I'm not going to be short on time, I would say, but I am dedicating, you know, 2 hours of my time to school. I wish Gabriel did things like have book fairs. Them kids don't do nothing fun. Me and him talk about it all the time, because when Noah has things like a spirit week or a book fair or a Christmas party or a Halloween party or whatever, I always ask Gabriel, like, are y'all doing anything? And he like, no. Like, bro, middle schoolers are still very much children. Why did y'all just decide to suck all the fun out of school after elementary school? It's crazy. It's wild to me. Oh, but if they need something, if they need hand sanitizer, soap, Clorox wipes, food for a party, oh, they'd be quick to send out a little sign-up list then. But y'all not gonna do nothing else for these kids to have fun with? Nothing at all. At the end of the year last year, they did like a popsicle party, and we just donated them little freeze pops. And I'm like, bro, that's all y'all gonna do for these kids. That's it. And mind you, my son has made straight A honor roll every report card since he was in 6th grade. He might have gotten a B one time. And he's like, we attended one ceremony for him. One. So last year when he brought home his report card, I was like, babe, you don't have like no ceremonies going on, no end of the year ceremonies, no semester ceremonies? He like, no, they said now that the teachers have to submit the students' names and then they get a ceremony. And I'm like, what? Since when is making straight A's not enough anymore? Now you need to make straight A's and receive a teacher accolade or acknowledgement to fucking have a ceremony to be celebrated? Like, y'all just being cheap and weird at this point. And I know they being cheaper than they were for his 6th grade year, because in 6th grade and 7th grade, my son got a Chromebook case. This year, mysteriously, they're not giving out Chromebook cases anymore, and the parents have to have to supply it. And I'm like, bro, how are y'all gonna give these kids a required item and then not give them the required protection for it, you know? And you just gave everybody Chromebook cases in 7th grade. So you mean to tell me, I guess essentially just to prove a point, or just to say you ain't got it, you threw away all of the old Chromebook cases and now you're requiring everybody to have one? Like, come on, miss me with that. Y'all took away the award ceremonies, y'all took away the Chromebook cases. Where is the tax money going? Let me get down off my soapbox, because I don't even pay taxes in Virginia. I pay taxes in North Carolina, so, you know. Hopefully our funding is going to something spectacular like Chromebook cases and award ceremonies for children who deserve them. Anyway, child, here I am, just griping on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Speaking of beautiful Tuesday, it's going to be 80 degrees today, which is crazy. I looked at the weather tomorrow and it's going to be 84. So I thought to myself, I told y'all yesterday I want to go spring and summer shopping for my kids, but I cannot go spring and summer shopping unless I clean out these closets first. And I was thinking, okay, we got 2 80-degree weather days, like, oh, spring is here, spring is looking up. Girl, also, you know, before I get to my actual point, I went to the gym this morning. I live near like a little pool of water. I've talked about this little pond or pool or whatever the hell you want to call it before. And all kinds of like birds and frogs and bugs just chirping and tweeting in that little pond. I saw rabbits skittering across the road. I saw a freaking possum yesterday. I said, oh, okay, everybody was waiting on the warm weather. We done got a little taste. I'm about to switch these closets out, go shopping. Psych. Girl, I looked at the weather next week. Why are they snatching the warm weather back? It's about to be in the 30s next week. I was going to pack up every single winter coat in sight. I was going to start donating older clothes. I told y'all I want to stop by Once Upon a Child, so I was going to see if they were going to take some of the clothes. But girl, listen. Winter said, nah, baby, not yet. Don't do that yet. You're going to make a fool out of yourself. And I'm not. I can't believe it. But, you know, while it's here, we might as well enjoy it because I got my little arms out today. I was going to grab me a little light jacket, but I said, nah, girl. Go get that vitamin D while you can. I put my baby in a little short sleeve shirt with just a little sweater over it today. So, hopefully, you know, they get to have a little outdoor recess. They have PE today, though. So, I noticed on the days that they have PE, they don't go outdoor for recess. And it's like, why y'all not doubling up? I hope them teachers don't keep them inside on a day like today. But even if they do, after school, me and her will make up for it. And we're going to go to the library. Gabriel wanted to go yesterday. But girl, on the days that I cook, I cannot go to the library. Like, I got to spend all that time between them kids getting home and my 5:30 dinner ready time preparing dinner. But today, I ain't got to do that. Because I cook plenty of food. This tree right here is so pretty. Ah, y'all see all that pink? But since I cooked dinner yesterday, I ain't got to cook today. And we got plenty of leftovers, girl. I baked some chicken. I made macaroni and broccoli. And then I decided, it's too hot for me to eat broccoli. So I also made a salad. And I baked some sweet potatoes. Like, we got plenty of food to go around. I don't got to make no dinner today. So when Gabriel gets home, we're going to take a little bike ride over to the library. I got plenty of books that these kids need to return. And I've been making Noah read her book. She picked up 6 books from the library. And during bedtime, which is the only time we read her a book during the day, she likes to pick the same book over and over. So when she gets home from school, girl, I got that book waiting right on the table. Like, girl, you picked these books out at the library. Somebody else could have had a turn with this. You're going to read them. But outside of volunteering today and forcing my girl to read library books that she picked out, I am going to drop my mother's cards off in the mail. Her birthday is coming up. I told y'all, even though we are going home for her birthday, I mail them anyway because I will leave them in the house in a New York minute, girl. So I got the cards with me. I need to pop those in the mail after I leave the book fair. What else? I'm thinking about just staying out after because, I mean, I would be leaving in a little bit to get June from school anyway. So it's like, I might as well stay out. Should I? I don't know. I had time this morning to clean the house really good. I swept and mopped all the floors. I cleaned the bathroom downstairs. I'm honestly just doing things to avoid cleaning my bathroom. I have been saying for 2 weekends now that I was going to clean my bathroom. It wasn't even this bad when I said I was going to clean it. But now at this point, it's like, baby, you've been sitting on this task for 2 weeks. It's going to take you 30 minutes to get it done. But now it might take me 45 because there's 2 weeks of additional grime in there. I don't know why I do it to myself, but I have done it. I said yesterday that I was going to clean it, you know, like during Noah's bath time. But, girl, I got my belly full of that chicken and macaroni and went to sleep. I had time for nothing else. I couldn't do anything else. I honestly don't even know how much I'm going to be doing at this book fair, but it don't matter because I have my Kindle in tow. So I am just hoping to like duck off into a little corner, get to read this Kindle a little bit. I should have bought a bigger purse so I could have slipped it in my bag, but you know, such is life. Anyway, y'all, I'm fixing to pull up now, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, friend, my volunteer mommy duties are done. It is 12:06. I am so hungry, girl. I done worked me up a little headache. Now, am I going to be responsible and go home, or am I going to grab something? I'm going to be responsible and go home. But I need to mail these birthday cards for my mother. Let me just say, first and foremost, volunteering was so fun. It was so fun. I met another girl, Noah's mom, there. So me and her chatted it up, and you know, she was just nice. It's so nice when you can have conversations with people to kind of pass the time. But my girl's class, girl, they're supposed to be there at 11 o'clock. 11:10 come, and the organizer is like, the preschool class is supposed to be here, but they're not here. I'm like, hold up. Let me run down there and check and see what's going on. Baby, it turns out they were not even going to come to the book fair. Because they only had 2 kids shopping, and they did not even know Noah was one of them. Because I didn't tell anybody I was coming to volunteer. I just assumed that, you know, she would show up and it would be a big surprise. Me and her could shop for the little 30 minutes and, you know, I get what she wants. So I had to go to the classroom and retrieve them. Come to find out, they outside playing recess. I said, listen, ma'am, I hate to drag my girl from outside on a beautiful day, but I need her to come spend this book fair money. So Noah showed up. She picked out all of her little books that she wanted. I'm so excited to read with her, and I'm just so excited to see her during the day. She was so giddy to see me. She was like, girl, what you doing here? I said, I know, right? doing here? But it was fun. I'm so glad that, you know, I went. And also, babe, I don't know if you know any PTA parents, but they be having their ears to the streets. Do you hear me? This lady telling me all this tea about them starting additional academies in the area and all this stuff, baby. The superintendent retiring at the end of the year. I said, listen, we're new to the school system, but obviously I need to tap in a little bit harder, take my volunteer opportunities a little more serious, and show up to anything that y'all offer, because, you know, it's nice to know people who know things. Even though, you know, our situation is a little bit different, because a lot of people assume that we're staying in this like school circuit that my kids are currently a part of, and we are not. We are being removed from the circuit, with my son going to a different high school. And honestly, I don't even know if we're going to stay in this area for Noah to continue at her school, because we are looking to purchase a home. So I don't know, girl. The future, you know, ain't no crystal ball, that's for sure. Tell God your plans and listen to him laugh. Ain't that saying? It goes something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I need to, you know, at least be as privy to the school information as I possibly can be. And volunteering is a great way if you don't want to give the commitment of like joining, you know, the PTA board. But it's all good. I am glad that I went, to say the least. But I am on my way to mill these cars, and I don't got nothing to do. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go home. I have some leftover salad from yesterday that I need to eat on and get rid of this headache, because my head is absolutely booming. I ran into one of my daughter's special ed coordinators, and she was like, what you doing here? I said, volunteer for the book fair. She said, of course you are. I said, not I'm her. Not of course I am. Not you expect me to be here. I'm not gonna hold you. That's like the biggest piece of clout that I need in my life. Like that's all I want. That's all I want. All I want is for people to know that me and my husband are gonna show up for our kids whenever we can. And the other piece of clout that I didn't know that I needed, that I was really looking forward to in parenthood, is for my parents to look at me and tell me like, we're so proud of you. You're doing a great job raising these kids. Like, girl, never knew I needed it until I got it, and it almost shattered me. And it always happens just randomly out the blue. Girl, I half the time I could not even be parenting my kids. I could be coming home from a date night. Kids been with my parents for 4 hours. My parents look at me and say, y'all are doing a great job. Like, stop. Hand me a tissue before you drop a bomb like that, because I just can't take it. Anyway, girl, I'm getting ready to do nothing, hopefully, because I am really looking forward to just sitting down and enjoying this day. It's times like this where I wish I had me a nice little like sunroom or enclosed porch, because I want to be outside. I just don't like the bugs and the creatures that come with it. That's my only gripe about summer. Is it's like, man, it's beautiful out. I want to be outside, but there's pollen out here and there's bugs that live out here, and I just don't got the time for it. Child, listen, I didn't have the windows open the past few days because it's just been so pleasant. It's been such a nice breeze. It is airing out the house, you know, getting out all that stale ass winter air. And for the most part, the bugs have been staying out, but the damn gnats and fruit flies, it's just like, how do y'all get in here? I stay away. So I have been Googling like screens that keep out gnats. It's bad. It's bad. I really just need to accept the fact that if I'm gonna be outside, bugs gonna be outside, because they stay here too. You know, I know we need them, but I just don't want them around me. Anyway, child, I'm in a good mood, so I can sit here and talk to you about anything. But I'm getting ready to run this little errand at the post office, and then I will see y'all soon. Hey sis, welcome to Wednesday. I cut out early yesterday. I told y'all I would be back. I know I've had a bad habit this vlog of telling y'all I would be back. And at the beginning of this vlog, I told y'all I was keeping promises to myself, but listen, that done all went downhill, because the day before yesterday, I told y'all that I had some things going on in my life that I can really talk about. But once this vlog comes out, the thing will already be done and over with. But my husband is leaving for 2 weeks. Him and his ship are going out somewhere. I don't know. Even if I did know, I don't think I could say. So I am going shopping today for him to prepare for that journey. It is called an underway, where they just go out, I guess, test like the ship's functions for potentially longer trips in the future. So that is the beginning of that. My husband is on something called a sea duty rotation. If you are military and you are not in the Navy, this portion is for you. The sailors rotate between sea and shore rotations. The longer you get into your career, the shorter the rotations are. So I think he spends 3 years at sea and then 3 years on land. So we did our shore duty overseas in Italy. That is done. We've come back. He is now attached to the ship, so he goes wherever the ship goes, and the ship is leaving, baby. It's been 6 years since he's been away from us. Well, away from us for an extended period of time. His first and only deployment since we have been married was 10 months, girl. So listen, I feel like he was gone almost a year. I did my time, and I don't never want to do that time again. But lo and behold, here we are once again. This time things are a little different. When he was underway the first time, I think we had only been married 5 or 6 years, and we only had one child. We also lived across country. We were in Virginia for a short period of time, and then the ship moved home port, so it went from Norfolk to California. So we moved across the country, this time slightly different. We've been married for 11 years now. We have an additional child, and I am 4 hours away from my home state. So even though he is leaving, you know, at least the comforts of home are not 1,000 miles away this time. I am a little concerned though, girl, because listen, it's my first time alone with these 2 kids, and me and my husband stopped that too because we prefer man-to-man coverage. You know, if one of us goes down, it's very easy for the other one to step in and manage 2 children. If one of our children are having a hard time, it's easy for us to stick with one while, you know, one parent deals with the other one, and then swap out if we feel the need. So, you know, like I said, we stopped at man-to-man coverage for a reason, because it's one of us to one of them. We like a 1-to-1 ratio. But now I'm about to be outnumbered by these little gremlins, honey, and I'm a little nervous. Mainly because when my husband leaves, a lot of the guilt of being a military family kicks in, and you just realize, like, oh, he's not here to experience this thing. The 10 months that he was gone on deployment a few years ago, every time an event would come around that he missed due to his deployment, Gabriel would bring it up. He would be like, oh, last year you weren't here for my birthday. Last year you missed Christmas. Last year you weren't here for Easter. And we just had to fill Jake in on these stories and these events that he missed. A lot of them milestones. My son graduated from kindergarten while he was gone. So, you know, it was a lot. And I can't say it's not going to be a lot this time, because while my son is significantly older and he definitely, you know, gets it, he understands, he knows that my husband is coming back, I now have another little one who is going to be away from her father for the first time. So it's an interesting lifestyle to say the least, but at least during this time that he is gone, we are stationary. Because the last time he was gone, child, I had a full-time job, I had a child, I was living close to home, but in the meantime, I had to pack up a house and plan a cross-country move that me and my son had to drive to our new destination. We had no house when we got to California, so I had to do all of the house hunting, you know, getting him enrolled in school. It was quite the task. But this time, at least we have the fact that we are staying still on our side. So I said all that to say that today is going to be a little busy. My husband is leaving on Friday. It is now Wednesday. He has given me a list of things that he would like to take with him underway, and a lot of the things that he has on his list, I have already made a list. As soon as he told me that he could be leaving, I started gathering like a little list of things that I think that he would prefer to take with him. A lot of them are like necessities that he needs, but some of them are just some fun things that I think will give him a little taste of home while he's gone. Girl, he only leaving for 2 weeks. I'm gonna blink and he'll be back. It's like just as we get used to a routine of him not being around, he gonna come back. So it ain't no big to do, not like no deployment. You know, we ain't packing no real care package, but I am gonna send some things with him that I think he will like, that he's not gonna think of himself. So I need to go shopping for that. I am not gonna put that in here though, because I am making a separate vlog for that. So stick around for that. It'll also have a short attached to it. But after I leave the store from shopping for him, I need to go to Hobby Lobby and get some things for Noah's alphabet vest. I don't know if I told y'all, but I know I have mentioned that this month is literacy month quite a few times. But Noah is in a literacy parade at the end of the month. Her vest is due on the 19th, and today is the 11th. So we got a little over a week to get her vest turned in, and I would like to not wait until we down to the second, because I don't know if you were around for Valentine's Day, but I got the date for her Valentine's Day class incorrect, and I didn't even have the Valentine's filled out when it was time to pass some things out. So I do not want that to happen with the literacy parade. I want my girl to be ready. I want her to take her time decorating her vest, you know, add or take away whatever she sees fit. So I'm going to Hobby Lobby because, baby, I'm a little crafty, but I cannot draw. So I will not be putting no pens to no paper. Well, as far as I'm concerned, she could do what she wants, but I'm just find, I guess, some coloring books. Noah has been assigned the letter N. You're supposed to use the first letter of your child's name, or you can have them pick a theme if you want, but we're gonna stick with N. So I need to get some letters to put on her vest, some things that begin with the letter N that she may want to color. We went to the book fair yesterday. Girl, bowed out at the book fair. I spent $64 at that book fair. Ugh. Also, I meant to tell you, I left my ID at home, so I was just barely on time. And then I go into my wallet to get my ID as I'm walking up to the school and realize, baby, you changed purses. Your ID is not in here. Had to zoom home and go back. I was 10 minutes late, and I just knew, like, oh my gosh, I missed her. Because I'm thinking of, like, what her normal schedule is. Like, oh, you know, well, she has lunch, and they're going to have resource, and they're going to have a nap, and then blah-da-da-da. Like, it would be perfect for her to go at 10 o'clock when I'm supposed to be there, and now I'm 10 minutes late. But anyway, I ended up being there late, but very early for her class. Anyway, child, so she got this sticker book at the book fair yesterday, and it has 1,500 stickers in them. Tell me why not a single sticker in that book begins with the letter N. And when she had her vest and she had this book, she was like, Mommy, I want to put my sticker somewhere. And I was like, baby, decorate this vest. Me and her went through that book meticulously, and there is not a single sticker in there that she can use. I was so bummed. But anyway, I told her, well, you know, you got your heart set on using these stickers for your vest. Like, baby, I have you some ready when you get home from school, so me and her can start working on that. So we're gonna go to Walmart for the stuff that my husband needs. Maybe Target. I don't think we're gonna need to go nowhere but Walmart though. And we're gonna stop by Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is further into Chesapeake, so it's gonna take, it's a little ride to get there. But honestly, with my husband leaving, I tend to dwell on that before he leaves, and then after he leaves, it's just like, baby, keep busy, pass the time, do whatever you got to do till this man get home. So in order to distract myself from just sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and run these little errands. I would probably get a car wash while I'm out, grabbing upstairs, scrubbing that primary bathroom all morning long. I'm so happy that's done. I think I told y'all yesterday I was doing everything around here to distract myself and procrastinate from doing that bathroom. But I got it done, girl. I got it done. I feel like my man's last shower before he leaves to go use the showers on the ship should not be in no dirty bathroom. So that is done. I got some laundry going. Can y'all hear it? My washing machine and dryer stay going. Stay going. It's essentially like, you know, the melody of my home. But anyway, child, it is now 9:43. I got a little bit of time to dilly-dally, but we not. I'm gonna go ahead and get this underway shopping done, and then I will see y'all before I go to Hobby Lobby. I had not anticipated spending all that time in that store, but I'm glad I did, because I done came outside and it's a whole new world out here, boo. It's like 20 degrees warmer. I done taken off my little jacket, put my little shades on, and we about to take this ride to Hobby Lobby. I need to stay focused, get what I need to get so I can get out quick, because the plan is to come back on my side, stop by Sam's, pick up some sushi, and have a little lunch break at home before I need to go pick them kids up from school. If you have not had the sushi from Sam's and you are a sushi aficionado, such as myself, it's good. It's very good. They put a lot of wasabi in there though, sis, so be careful. I usually mix my wasabi and soy sauce, but I looked it up, and in Japanese culture, that's considered like ghetto. Did y'all know? Let me tell you, the stuff that's considered ghetto in other cultures is insane. So if you eat sushi and you're going to Japan, don't do that, girl. Just put a dab of that wasabi on top of that sushi, please. Don't embarrass us like that, okay? Because now that we know better, we got to do better. Over here, I'm still gonna mix it, do trust. But if I go over there, wouldn't even give it a consideration. I'm not gonna do it. A portion of the many lives I have lived, I was close to this Mexican family, and child, he told me that when they go out to a Mexican restaurant, his mama will not let them put the food on the tortilla and eat it, because she said that that is ghetto. I said, if only she knew. I know you feel like you might be amongst your people when you go to a Mexican restaurant, man, but take a look around, take a gander. A lot of these people in here is white and they do not know no better because they are putting the food on the tortilla. But he was like, nah, she won't let us do that. So, word to the wise, if you're ever at, like, you know, a Michelin star Mexican restaurant, don't put your food on that tortilla and eat it, babe, because that's considered ghetto. I don't know. I don't make the rules, I just abide by them. But girl, I'm so happy to be outside today. I'm so happy that it's a nice day out here, because I'm not gonna hold you, I am kind of down in the dumps and bummed that my man is leaving. Every single time I think about it, my eyes get watery. I try not to cry when he leaves because it doesn't make it any easier and the kids are already emotional, but I'm just a girl. I don't know if I can hold it in because it's been so long. It was at one point when my husband was on his last shift where he was coming and going so frequently. It was like, okay, see you later. You know, like the leaving does get easier every time it happens, but since it's been so long, it's basically like, you know, there's no wound there anymore. You're not ripping off the band-aid, girl. This is fresh. So I'm trying to hold myself together at least until he actually leaves and in front of the kids, because a lot of the stuff that they're going to be going through, I want to help them through and not be so absorbed in my own emotions that I can't be present and be a comfort to my children. So we're just gonna have to hold it together, girl. We're a little tougher than that. We can make it. We can make it. We done been through this before. It ain't nothing but a little blink of the eye, he'll be back. So let me not even do that. And what I tend to do is probably very toxic when he leaves. However, I pack my schedule. I start a lot of things. I'm outside a lot. I'm having a lot of lunch and dinner dates. I am taking my kids out and essentially spoiling them because, you know, not only is your father not here, but I feel guilty about the fact that he's not, even though he is going to just do his job. Like, we all understand that, but baby, it don't feel no better. Let me tell you, that Christmas that Jake was deployed, I probably spent, I don't know, $2,500 on Gabriel. He got every popular vehicle that year. A hoverboard, a sit-down attachment for his hoverboard, a motorized scooter. He got a brand new bike. He got a scooter with a little like foot pad for each foot, and you kind of like wiggle your butt back and forth to get it moving. Girl, let me tell you, I above and beyond. My husband was deployed. I bought a dog. I don't even like dogs. I bought a dog. Talk about an impulse purchase. Whew. Girl, when he came back, I had a baby. Do you not know, after I had my son, I was saving money to get my tubes tied. I was serious about only having one child. And then, lo and behold, here we go. Here's number 2. Girl, I'm telling you, this deployments will have you doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Let me tell you. And listen, if you have a deployment, baby, my husband came home January of 2020. Noah was born October 2020. Exactly 9 months later. We weren't playing no games. Not at all. When I said you would be missing your person so bad, that deployment would have you coming home and doing all kinds of stuff you said you would never do. Trust and believe me. It is akin to doing a bid in prison. A little more sanitary, but that's the equivalent. I'm not gonna hold you. Anyway, child, let me get on down this road. I'm about to turn this music way higher than it should be and get a little wretched on the way to Hobby Lobby, but I'll see y'all there. Child, we are here. I honestly don't even know where to start because I have never shopped for crafts in this store. I always shop for home decor here. And they have some quirky stuff. Maybe they got a huge hot dog and hamburger over here. But, oh, all right. I feel like maybe I should have thought about this more before I just started shopping. I'm just not a huge fan of how specific the gold is. You know? I should have came here with a better plan or like a Pinterest inspo board or something. But child, look at me. Still living my life like I'm in the 90s. But I did find this picture from Pinterest. I think this is very crafty and clever, also pretty easy for me and us to accomplish ourselves. I got plenty of construction paper at home, so we got plenty of little like cutouts that we can make. Quite a few of her things have like googly eyes on it, so I found these cute little felt googly eyes. Well, they're not googly eyes, but these cute little felt eyeballs. They got eyelashes on them. And then for the nest one, I found this cute little chick, so we can put her over the nest. And then for her little corner pocket, I want to put a little M on there. And then on the back of her vest, I want to spell her name. Our girl's big on patterns lately, so I got her alternating pink and purple letters. Now all I need is stuff to make this little nurse outline with. We can do the majority with construction paper, but I don't know about the little cross. I seen a couple crosses in here. I seen a whole pack of crosses, as a matter of fact. But I actually think we might be able to cut that out and make that. So this may be all I need. I got glue, construction paper, and a dream right now. If I need to come back, I will, but we need to at least try and get started on this thing today. Girl, I can't chat long because I have to go get Noah in like 10 minutes. But I did go get my sushi from Sam's. I dropped it like twice, so forgive the way it looks. But I got a Walton roll. It is imitation crab, avocado, and cucumber topped with tempura. And then I got the shrimp tempura roll. It's tempura, shrimp, imitation crab, avocado, and cucumber topped with tempura. Jesus. I need to eat. I'm spacey, I'm shaky, I got a headache that will not give. So it's also hot outside. I definitely should have closed the windows and turned the air on before I left the house. I don't know why I did that to myself, because I'm walking in here and it's just hot, baby. Hot, and the air is thick. Anyway, sis, I am going to enjoy my sushi, get my girl, and I'll see y'all a little bit later on. Girl. I've been dabbling here and there today, but it's now 12:30 and I need to leave to at least wait in the car line to get Noah soon. So I'm gonna get started on her little vest. I don't know, have y'all done this before? Because this is a new thing for me. They didn't have this when my son was in pre-K or kindergarten, but girl, they took a little like paper grocery bag and they cut it up, and then they just taped the little shoulders on the back to make this cute little like cardboard vest. So we went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and I showed y'all the stuff that I got. Turns out, I don't know why I was waiting on Noah to start this vest. I mean, it is very much her school project. However, every time I'm like, June, we got to start your vest, she's like, what vest? Okay, ma'am. You don't got to tell me that you don't care no more times. Like, it's okay. So I'm hoping that at least with me getting started on it, it'll make her, you know, like want to indulge a little bit. But I got this little varsity end that I think I'm gonna stick right here on this little outer pocket. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything on the front or if she wants to do anything on the front, but on the back up here, I think we're just gonna use these stickers to spell her name. Also, I told y'all the Pinterest board that I found the other day, so I need to go outside and get the construction paper so I can start chopping that up to get those on the back of her vest, which I think is 4 pictures of N-words. Wow, that does not sound good, do it? Of words that begin with the letter N that we found. So I'm thinking that'll be enough to cover up the back of her vest, but I don't know what we're gonna do on the front. I have no idea. She said she wanted stickers that begin with the letter N, but I'm like, babe, I tried at the store, y'all. I couldn't find any. Like, I didn't know what to do. I found Ninja Turtle stickers, so I'm thinking, okay, you know, ninjas in, but they were tattoos. The only pack of stickers that weren't actual stickers, they were freaking tattoos. I was like, what is wrong with y'all? And this is the Hobby Lobby. You're the lobby of hobbies. How dare you not have a pack of stickers for each letter of the alphabet? Like, come on, bruh. Y'all already know. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what these kids be doing now. So, since I pretty much ransacked Hobby Lobby yesterday and I didn't find a ton of stuff, I think that I am going to just take my chances at like Walmart and Target to see if I can find something there. But dude, listen, I'm feeling the pressure because my daughter, I think at this point in the school year, be known to have like creative things on when it's time to create. Like her mom creates these picture day outfits, even though Noah picked that one out, the one that she just did for spring. The one she did for fall though, I picked that one out, and then I made that 100 day of school shirt. This is the second year in a row that I've made her shirt too, and I'm just like I gotta stop giving it 100%. I gotta lower the expectations for me and my children. It's like, couldn't do it if I try, honestly, but you know, we at that point in the year where the teachers know the kids and they know the parents and they know what to expect from said child and said parent. So if I lower the standards this year, baby, CPS gonna come knocking because her teacher gonna be like, something is wrong in the Bowles household. Y'all need to get on over there because things are going left. But yeah, child, I'm just about to throw these stickers on here. And then I have to leave to get Noah. But before I go get her, I will jump on and show y'all just the beginnings of what's going on here. All right, sis. It ain't no big to do yet, but this is what we're working with. We got the N on the front. And then I stuck her name here on the back. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. So the N sticker obviously came with the N cutout. So, you know, protect the sticky portion. And I held on to that. I don't know what we can do with this, if we'll use it at all, but at the very least it'll be a nice like template to have in case I need to cut out additional ends, which I probably will. So yeah, I feel like we're cooking with grease now. This on the back is so cute, and I feel like the varsity letter on the front being black and white, like once you turn it around and see all this going on the back, you're just not gonna know it hit you, not at all. The only thing that's kind of a bummer about this project is that I don't think that we can go to the parade. I think it's indoors. I think it's like a parade around the school. And I don't think that they invite, you know, family, which sucks. But it's okay. It's okay. Her teacher will send plenty of pictures, and I'm just looking forward to seeing my girl and having her cute little project completed. But I gotta run out now, so I'll see you soon. Baby, let me tell you, before I get up off of here, people be making jokes about people in the sky pressing the buttons on this weather box. And I fear that maybe that's a conspiracy I'll put in my little box, because we woke up this morning, right? It's 73 degrees outside. I sent Noah out to school in a long sleeve shirt, and I kind of felt bad about it. But I had been hearing like, oh, you know, it's going to cool off. I'm thinking it's going to cool off tomorrow. No, babe, it's cooled off today. How does it get colder as the day goes on? I don't understand. This bitch right here, say 53, feels like 38. Why would it ever feel damn near 20 degrees cooler than it actually is outside? Honestly, I was sitting on the couch when it happened, and I felt the shift. Like, it was a nice warm breeze coming in. I had all the windows open. Girl, that wind blew a second later and it was freezing cold. I said, oh no, let me go through the house and shut all these windows. But I'm thinking it's just like, you know, a brisk breeze, and the air outside, once it's not blowing, is going to be warm still. I live in the South. It's very humid. Like, the air stays warm with or without the sun. No, babe. Not this time around. If you're not scared and you don't believe in global warming, I think now's your time. It might be time for you to come around, because something's going on outside and I am afraid. But yeah, it's gonna consistently be cold for the 10-day forecast that I can see. So I'm so happy that I did not go out spring and summer shopping for these kids, stop at that storage, put them winter coats up, because child, these last few days I done been outside footloose and fancy free, honey. No coat, no hat, no jacket, no scarf, no gloves, no socks. I've been wearing sandals, like just running around outside. But I am happy I put long sleeves on that little girl today. Now, my son went out short sleeves and no coat, but he is 14 and his self-governing is raising every single day. So I told him it was going to be cold outside, but that's a choice that he made. Maybe he'll be wiser tomorrow for it, but I'm going to have to take a winter coat with me to pick Noah up, and that is insane to me. I have never had to take additional outerwear, picking my children up from school. Now sending them to school in the morning while, you know, with a heavy coat and then having them come out in the afternoon without it, that's more my speed. This morning I sent her in a light little raincoat because I seen it was supposed to rain on the forecast, but I didn't check the actual degrees on it because, forgive me if I'm wrong, but it ain't commonplace for it to be freezing in the afternoon. Normally it's cold in the morning. But anyway, child, I was getting ready to step out and something told me, Michelle, just glance at the weather to see what kind of jacket you need to wear. And I had to come share that with y'all because that is insane. Is it happening in your area also? Because it's supposed to rain here. Baby, they're talking about snow again. And it was just 77 degrees this morning. Absolutely crazy. Girl, I just started editing this vlog and I realized I could just go on and on and on and on. We could be reaching 2 hours here shortly. So I am going to let y'all go here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, babe. And I'll see you soon. Bye.